here is the first of 3 lunar communication satellites. I've got a circularization burn coming up in 11 hours. So here we have our 3 satellites, and I want to maintain and get as close to a 10,000 million meter orbit for all of them. And of course, with Principia, you're all over the place, but the more accurate we get that orbit, the longer that they'll maintain their formation. And you'll see the other 2 are taking longer routes around, and hopefully we can get them equidistant from each other. Unlikely, but we'll do the best that we can. So after our last attempt to put a communication satellite in orbit of Earth, if you remember, I kind of tacked it on to an existing mission and dropped it off in low Earth orbit. Well, it didn't have enough delta V to get to the 15 million meter orbit that the other satellites are traveling along. So yeah, it's I left it in a rather highly eccentric orbit. So hopefully these guys have enough delta V to reach their orbit. So here is Earth Shuttle A. It is almost full of fuel that I mined on the moon. It's heading back towards Earth. It's going to do some aerobreaking. We're going to slow down as much as we can to preserve as much fuel as we can so that we can use that fuel to bring up the first of many modules for our moon base. Our target altitude is 45,000 meters, and that should bring our orbit way down from here down to here. So hopefully, or we'll burn up in the atmosphere or crash into the Earth. One of them. We'll see. Here's one of my ComSats at the moon. It's coming up on a maneuver node we're going to circularize. And the formation is starting to look halfway decent. It's not going to be perfect, but that's a good enough distribution to cover from all sides. And here's the final satellite in our ComSat system around the moon. It's going to be circularizing. So yeah, I got a pretty big gap there, but it should still serve the purpose to cover anything on this side. At long last, we finally have my very first component of my lunar base. On top, I have a little rover, and that's going to help me scout out the site. I still don't know where I'm going to build it. But this thing's going to help me find it, and this is going to be the first module on the ground to go at that location. So I'm waiting for alignment with Earth Shuttle A, which is going to take this from the Earth to the Moon. So here's Earth Shuttle B with Earth looming ominously in the background. We are about to slam face first into its atmosphere. So there we go. We got really low. I'm really happy with the result. We bled off a lot of delta V. We got in a relatively low orbit, but not so low that I don't have room to maneuver.